Hey guys, I'm back with another one of these. What are you looking at?
What?
What's up?
What's up, man?
You know, it sucks when you try and make an upload on YouTube every single day, so you start streaming or you start recording on your phone. I need to get myself a camera. Alright, see you guys. Ah, shit. My bike's stuck! Alright guys, well, this is the second part to my last video, and it's not going to be the last video I post today, but the last part, this is the second part of the video I was making earlier because I had to cut short. But like I was saying in the last video, about Jacksepticeye and the Gregory Brothers song, the other one that they made this year, it really spoke to me because it talks about more of being alone, and it talks about how, well, if you don't know anything about Jacksepticeye or Sean McLaughlin, I'll give you a little background information. He started out in his cabin in the woods. I'm not making that as a joke. He actually did start in his cabin in the woods, and he didn't have anybody around him. He was all alone there. He like I say, he didn't really have anyone, so he had games. So he started playing games and started recording them. And I was actually one of his first subscribers within the first 100, or first 200 subscribers. I was one of them. Oh my God. No, don't hit me. But I was there when he first started his YouTube channel, and I watched almost every single one of his videos. What?
Fuck, I dropped my jewel.
What?
I dropped the jewel.
Where?
Somewhere in here.
Later. But, contradicting to, me not really having many friends, I was a lifeguard. I do have the lifeguards that I hang out with sometimes, but Sean grew up in his cabin in the woods. That's where he lived on his own. And he now is out of Ireland, but he's Irish, and all he had was a camera and his games. That's kind of how I am. And if you're an adult watching this, or if you're a kid that doesn't understand, like, doesn't usually play video games or has many friends, I'm happy that you have so many friends, and I'm really happy that you have all these people to talk to. I'm not trying to say all these other people are different, but you have a very lucky thing of having friends. That is one of the best things you can ever have. But I've had some bad luck with people. I always have. I probably always will. I've always had bad luck with girls. I've always had... The only people I've really ever been able to trust fully and never make a second thought on it is my mom, my dad, and my brother. And those are the ones I live with. Now, the only way I can say that is because I've known them all my life and all of my brother's life. But I don't think I could ever trust anybody completely. But I know how Sean feels. As in the sense of, a game is, it's another world. And how the game, how Sean puts it in that song I'm Making This Too, he says that he's meaning is the game reality, and reality is a dream. Because his whole life is revolved around games and cameras. And when he said in one of his streams or one of his videos, he talked about how a camera is his best friend and part of it. Pretty much, he's able to talk to a camera a lot easier. And that is how I am. Like, I'm able to open up a lot more to a camera, and after I post it, everybody can see what I'm trying to say and how I feel. I can't just talk to somebody face to face. I could, but it's so much easier to be able to talk to a camera, because a camera will never judge you. A camera will never betray you. A camera cannot hurt you. It is the people that can do that. But there's just some people there's just some bad people, and then there's people that aren't as bad. There's no people that, nobody's perfect. But in the sense of games, video games for people like me, that's another world that we are able to escape in. And every game is different. Every game is a different reality. It's not a fantasy. It's a reality for us, or at least for me, because it's a part of me. And it's not just a dream. A game may be fake to people, but people built that life, and I'm living that life. And the life out here, it may be great, I may love it, and sometimes I may not, and sometimes I may not even want to be here in that point in time, and I wish I could just skip ahead a few years or go back a few years and correct what I've done. But what people need to understand is people aren't perfect, and people also need to understand that people have feelings. And pretty much for a therapist, I don't need another person to talk to me. My therapist is a computer, is a phone, is a game, is a camera. I know you can't see me, you'd be staring straight at my chin, but you don't need to see my face for this. But for a game can never judge you. And a game, there's all different kinds, and you can choose if you want a soft, light, really happy game, or calm game. Or you can get a very high, energetic, gruesome game. Or you can get the in-between, and there's horror, there's everything, and all these different games can help you with emotions. With the soft games, if you're feeling sad, play them, and you can release that energy into the game, and it'll soak it all up, and you'll feel better after you play the game. With the more intense games, you take your anger out on it. Take all your anger out on a game, play to your heart's content, get all that energy out on a game, and don't take it out on people. It feels so much better to be able to go and sit down and play a game, and even better to record it and be able to talk like this, but I'm riding my bike home. It's so much better to be able to talk through a mic And even if I'm not talking to people, I'll go into a party on my PlayStation and I'll talk to myself, and I'll talk to the people that watch that video later on. Or I live stream and people look at the video, and whenever somebody sees the video, even if it's a computer viewing it just to get me views, it makes me happy knowing that something is seeing it. But I love it when I have that one person that finally sees it and starts to laugh off of the video. It's like Sean has done for me in almost my entire life since I found YouTube. He's my favorite YouTuber. He's the reason why I started a YouTube channel. He's the reason why I started playing games. He's the reason why I got into so many different things. And games and his videos and everything, those helped me through so much that I can't even begin to explain. Because I went through depression. I've gone through parts in my life where I've wanted to I've gone through parts of my life where I want to leave everybody and just sit in seclusion in my room and cry. And other times I felt like I want to go out and hang out with people. But at that time, I really only have a few friends. Now, over PlayStation, I have many friends, but there's still drama over it. I do have a few good friends on there, and I actually just met one a few months ago, or about a month and a half ago. And she's one of my best friends. And then I have a few friends here where I live that they've, even though we've gone through some hard times and stuff, I know that they'll always be there for me. But I can never trust anybody completely, fully, and surely. I understand that. But I hope anybody understands that. But computers and stuff, all of this technology for teenagers, parents don't approve of it. But this stuff helps kids through depression, helps kids through anxiety, helps kids gain confidence. And it gives us, I'm not saying it gives us a reason to live. I'm not trying to go that, dark. But it gives me a reason to wake up in the morning when I'm not working or doing anything. It gives me a reason to do something. It makes me smile every time I play. I can either go and play with people, or I can play by myself and I can just have fun. And that's one thing that I wish people would understand, is that no matter what, you always have games, and no matter if it's Nintendo, like the old NES, or Atari, or PlayStation, Xbox, Wii, anything like that, or if you have a phone, or anything like that, or if you just have a camera, you can always talk to it, or you can go and play a game. And people may call you crazy for talking to yourself. Like, people think I'm crazy right now for talking to my phone. But I'm relieving a lot of stress right now by just recording this. But I know that my phone, my camera, this video won't betray me, because it's an item, but yet it's a part of my life. And that's why that song speaks so much to me. And every video that Sean makes, I relate to almost every single thing he goes through. And I may be a lifeguard, I may work at a pool and be around all these different people. I make it along with the lifeguards and everything. But I still, when I go home, not many people talk to me. Nobody really texts me. I'm always the one that's texting first, trying to get a hold of people. I get too attached to people, and I don't get to, I don't understand what all goes on. But when you go through everything in your life, I'll tell you one thing, a camera will never betray you. Even if you record something and somebody did something with that video or that recording and it hurt you, that's the person that hurt you, not the camera. The camera is always here to listen. The camera is always here for you. The camera cannot hurt you. The camera cannot do anything to you. The camera is yours to control. And the camera is here to listen. A camera is the best therapist you can ever have. It's better than any medicine. It's better than any doctor or anybody that can do to you to make you happy or make you okay. Because it's pure out of your own heart and your willingness to do so, to record yourself and to be able to talk to yourself, even if you just record it and you delete it afterwards, or you record it and just keep it on your phone and you don't even post it on anything. It's still there for you. And you can look back on it later, and when your life is so much better afterwards, and you can really think a lot of things in your life that happen by looking back on those videos. And right now I'm in that middle stage of I'm extremely happy with what I have, but things could be better. Things can always get better. Things can always get worse. But my life isn't all bad. But some nights I do end up being depressed. I'll lay there and I'll be sad, or something will happen, or I'll get in an argument with somebody, or I'll get yelled at by somebody. But I always turn to games and recordings. And they always make me happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll start recording more like this so I can speak to you guys more. And I hope that you guys actually enjoy everything that I try and post. I hope you enjoy everything that goes on. I want you guys to go and live your life. I encourage you to go play video games. I encourage you to record. I encourage you to do all this. I also encourage you to go out and get a job. Go out and hang out with friends. Go out and have fun. But don't hang out with the wrong crowd. I did, and it got me into a state of very bad depression. But I'm out of it. And now I'm working. I have a few friends that I know I can trust. And I have games. And I have anybody on here that watches them. You guys are family. You guys are friends. You're not just followers. You're not just a group. You're individual people that are actually taking the time and listening. And that means more to me than a check coming in every week. It means more to me than having 20 girls around me and talking to me. It means a lot more knowing that people actually want to listen, even if they're halfway across the world or in the house next door. It means so much to me knowing that people actually want to talk. So thank you. And I'm going to post another video on probably GTA or ARK or maybe even Minecraft if I can find somebody to play. Or something else. I don't know what's coming up. I'm going to look at the free games. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video.